Hey there, my name is Jared Ashman, and today I'll be talking about SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. Now you may be wondering, what are the SDGs? The SDGs are a group of basic human rights that the UN aims to solve by 2030. There are 17 of them, and my SDG is number 6. SDG 6 is Clean Water and Sanitation. This SDG aims to provide equal access to fresh water and sanitation for everyone, everywhere. Worldwide, we are at about 60% water availability and gaining. There are three main problems to solve when we talk about clean water and sanitation. The first is to restore water-based ecosystems, the second to provide clean water and sanitation, and the third is to minimize pollution in untreated water. Problem number 1. Wetlands. 85% of wetland ecosystems have been destroyed in the last 300 years, and today, only 7% of Earth is wetlands. Luckily, this problem is already well on its way to being solved by the U.S. Corps of Engineers. The U.S. Corps of Engineers are working to improve wetland ecosystems in the U.S. through a variety of means, the simplest being freshwater diversions. A primary cause for the loss of freshwater ecosystems is the lack of fresh water. This problem is solved by freshwater diversions, diverting water from rivers to wetlands. Problem number 2. Clean water and sanitation for everyone. 85% of California's water is imported from other places, such as the Colorado River. San Diego has a plan to combat this problem, called the Pure Water San Diego program. This program plans to recycle used water throughout San Diego and reuse it. Current plans are for 50% of San Diegan wastewater to be recycled by 2035. Problem number 3. Untreated water and pollution. Did you know that plastic straws make up 0.03% of ocean waste? Meanwhile, 46% of ocean waste comes from discarded fishing nets, the kind left behind from boats. This is due to big fishing companies, the sort that has hundreds of ships in the water each day. These companies want to save money on cheap nets, so instead distract people by talking about plastic straws and bags. I know that sounds bad, and it's a lot to take in, but the truth is, it is, and it does. That's how a lot of big world problems are. Now, you may be wondering, what am I supposed to do about these big world problems? Well, the reality is that big world solutions start with small world changes. If you want to know what you can do, you can protest. Unfortunately, big fishing nets aren't the biggest of our problems. Lack of water in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa has dramatically worsened due to the last 2 rainy seasons not being wet. The President of Ethiopia and the UN are working to combat this drought. They're working through the UNEP, or United Nations Environmental Program. Right now you may be wondering, I've seen how others can help, how can I? Well, the answer to that lies in one day in particular, March 22nd. This is UN World Water Day. You could join an activity, whether it's fundraising, running for water, or your own event. You could protest for new laws restricting non-disposable fishing nets and limiting bycatch. You could donate to African drought charities. What the heck? You could join the U.S. Corps of Engineers. Just one thing above all, consider who could have had it next time you waste something. Thank you for listening.